So we'll do section F. Okay, the F base is 6 by 6. That's my base. I have to arrange all of the parts. It has a lot of parts, this one. Okay. It's kind of fun. So I have F2 and F3. And F2 is a left flap and F3 is a right flap. This is not a 6 by 6. This is my mat. And here's my base. Cut a base. I might not have cut a base yet. Okay, 6 by 6. 1, 2. So this is my F1. And F2 and F3 are identical. They're 6 5/8 by 6. And I'm just going to fold them. And I'm going to put F2 on the left side and F3 on the right side. Just going to clean the tip of my glue. So F2 here. Just pull it a little bit. Okay, I'm just looking here on the left side. I want it not to be all the way to the edge. So I just pulled it out a little bit. Same thing, F3 is on the right. Okay, I have a question. Oh, thank you, Terry. When you start a new album, do you make a plan beforehand or do you play as you like? It depends. If I do an album just for me, for fun, I play as I go. Like I start and I make the pages and as I go. But a lot of times I'll do a tutorial like this one. And when I do a tutorial, I plan ahead because if I have to tape my whole process from beginning to end, it can take a long time, many, many hours. So, and then I'm going to be spending my time editing and it's just very time consuming. So I plan ahead and then I put it together. So this particular album, because I only had one pack and I wanted to limit myself to one pack, I took the paper pack and I cut it to sections. And then I planned the album around my pattern paper. So you can, when you view my first video in the tutorial, you can actually see my thought process, why I decided to cut here and there, and it'll give you a good idea of my process. Okay, so F2, I think I want to do this one here at the top. I try to take uh, images that are center, you know, that are, you know, I don't want to say pretty because all the patterns are pretty, but kind of, you know, give a focus on something that I like. So, and put those in the front page. Like this one will be my front page. So I chose this image. Little cute snail over here. Look at that cute little snail. It's such a cute touch. Okay. So the second, this is F3, and the top of F3 we'll have this one here. So what goes on top of F3? I think this goes here. Okay. So this time I doing a belly band, but I did not do folds, which I really should have. I really should, you know. Yeah, let me add some folds to it. I'm going to put this aside a minute, and I'm just going to cut a couple of hinges. What's the size of this? It's 4 1/4. So 4 1/4, and I'm going to do 4 1/4 by 1, and I'm going to score it in the middle. And create a hinge. The reason I'm doing it is because I originally cut it not to have a hinge, to be a belly band, like a flat belly band, but I'm changing my mind again. So I'm just going to add a hinge here. One here and one there. You're welcome. Okay. So now when I put it down with the hinges, it'll have a little bit more space here. Like I'll be able to slip the photo mat here easily. Okay. So I'll put this beautiful, beautiful image on top here. Okay, I'm going to put here that I added hinges so that I remember. Section F. This one was on top of the right flap. Belly band. Add hinges. giving myself notes so when I create the cut list for you that I will not forget to put it there. Okay, so I have these two and I have these two. So the solid color is 3 1/4 by 5 3/8 will go on the bottom of the two sides of the belly band. Yes, no, maybe? No, sorry. This will go on the two sides of the photo mat. The photo mat to be like that. Yeah, this will go on two sides of the photo mat like that. Because I have to explain why I'm making those decisions. Because it would have been nice to put this on top, but the color over here is white and the white kind of clashes a little bit here and I didn't like it. So it's okay to put it down like that. And I can hide it a little bit. But then when I slip the photo mat here, you'll see the pink. So it'll give it a nicer frame. It's just a matter of color decision. So this is 1 inch and I'm going to put it under here like that. Same thing on the other side. But symmetrical. So that the brown border is on the outside. Okay. And I'm going to take the piece of white paper and put it in the center of the mat. Okay. I'm going to wait for it to dry a little bit, and then this mat was slit right under here. Okay, so I'm going to put this on this side for now and let it dry. Okay, so we have the left flap covered on the outside and the right flap is covered on the outside. Now we have those sections here. Now guess what I have? I have two more flap, two more right flap and left flap. This time I only single scored it. So there's a single score. So this is F5 and F6. Oh my goodness, my neighbor with her dog, every time she walks, my dogs go nuts. They go nuts. All right, so I'm going to put it, I'm going to close the door. Hold on. Lady, shush. Okay, I closed the door so you won't hear them as much. Okay, so F5 and F6, left flap and right flap are 6.5 by 6, and it is a single scored. I'm going to put one of them here on the left. Make sure that, again, that when you fold it, it's not going to interrupt the folding line right there. And this one here. Okay. I know. We have a lot of fold. Look, when you open it all up, you have 5 of them. Isn't that crazy? Okay. So what are we going to do here? Because over here we don't have a whole lot going on. So let's see what we're doing here. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages to cover. That's a lot of pages to cover. I made 6 tiny pockets. Okay, tiny pockets are 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. And they're all the same size. And what did I do here? It's just the same. Yeah. For a second, I thought maybe it wasn't. So after you fold those pockets, you're going to get a square that is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So they're square pockets. Let's see if any more says. Oh. Hi, Laura. Thank you for the kisses. Oh, Sharon, I'm sorry that it's 11, but you know, after the live is done, I'll have it available on YouTube, and it'll be available here for you to watch. So go to sleep, honey. It's like really late over there. But I do the same thing. Like every night when I go to sleep, when I get in bed, for at least a half hour, I watch a live. I watch something, not a live. I mean, I watch a video, because there are a lot of the lives that I miss. So every night I watch some tutorial. And there's so many good ones out there. Okay, so we have 6 pockets. And when this is closed, I have 3 pages. So I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? This is where we're going to put our pockets. Over our pockets, I have cut those little squares, and they're going to go over a solid color and over the pocket. So it'll be something like that. They're pretty pockets? I think so. I think they're really pretty. So that's the plan. And then we're going to put in the background we're going to put solid colors like that. And then more solid colors like that. 1, 2. And the pattern paper as a border on the top. So it'll look something like that. on all 3 pages. Okay. So now I just have to create a plan where I am putting these things. So I think I'll do it like that. Like that. And this will go here, and this will go here, and this will go here. And of course I'm missing 1 strip. Where's my last one? I'm missing 1 of these. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'll put the pink here. Okay. These are my backgrounds. I'm going to go ahead and glue it all down. So I like this little color blocking action that's going on here. All right, so I'm going to put it about 1/8 of an inch from the edge and 1/8 of an inch from here. I just want to remind you again, if you just joined and see it for the first time now, that I did ink all of my pieces already. Okay, Sharon, when I got you staying, because you can start late tomorrow. It's going to be a Blue Monday anyway, and I am enjoying this live. Oh, that's so sweet. I actually have to go to work tomorrow. And Mondays, I always go into the office. So, okay. So I put it 1 here and 1 there. Yeah, so if you like my lives, maybe I'll do them more often. I was thinking to do a regular standing appointment for the lives. So this way everybody knows when to expect to do me to go on. I'll try to do it a little earlier though, because I think I started this a little late. I planned on doing it earlier in the morning. Just have to come up with faster projects, or at least do part of it. And was just talking to a friend today that I'm going to be offering her class on my website. So I'm going to have a link to her class. She's going to have an online one, Nellie. And so I was telling her, I said, well, maybe that will give me a push also to put classes online as well. I have to start doing that again. Okay, so here we go. So every time to see your comment, I have to touch the screen. Oh, yes, please. Okay, I'm planning on it. I am definitely planning on it. Okay, put this here. So these are strips of 1/2 inch. Let me see if I put the measurements for these. Pocket. So these are 2.5 by 2.5. No, it's not 2.5. Why did I write 2.5? Let's see. It's 2. Oh, the 2.5 and 2 by 2.5 are these square ones. That's the ones. I don't know if I put the measurements for these. Okay, so these are 2 7/8. 2 7/8 by 4. 2 7/8 by 4. And then we have strips that are 1/2 inch by 2 7/8. Now we have the measurements. Okay, let me put the green one here. It's a really pretty color palette, you know, it's very easy on the eye. Oh no, I don't want to put this here. This goes here. I don't want to put cream over cream. Here we go. And this green here. And those strips are 1 inch wide by 5 3/4. So the cutting is actually, it's going to be easy. I'm not going to have the schematics like I sometimes do, because it's just one pack and most of it is pre-cut. You know, you'll have all my cutting in the video. The first video that I made of cutting of the paper is all taped. So you'll be able to see exactly where I cut everything. And then I put everything in the tray. And as you follow the video, you'll take the piece and then you make adjustments. For example, if I took a border and it was 12 inches by 1 inch, and then I made 2 pieces that are 5 3/4 of it, then you know to take this piece and cut it, because this is where it came from. So it's not that difficult. Okay, so now I want to take those pockets, put this aside for a second, and just give it light inking here around the edges. Here, the pockets I have to ink after it's folded. I think what I need to do is make a work table that is like an L shape or a U shape. And this way I have more space to my right and to my left. Make my life easier instead of piling everything up. Okay. So now let's just put this on top. Okay, cute. You can also choose to trim the edges if you want, make the edges rounder or scalloped. You know, take, you have like scissors that can cut edges in different shapes. Just make sure when you're putting these images on the pockets that you're putting on the right side. Don't put it upside down. That's two. I don't know. Put it this way here. Here. And that. I don't like that. Okay. Actually, right. I really like those squares, like little images. It's fun. Okay. The white is without the ink. These white ones are without the ink. These do have ink. I don't know if you can see here, you can see it like that. This one you mean? Yeah, I don't put a lot of ink on the white ones. Just put a little bit. This is like a vanilla, I think it's called, this color. It's like cream color, has a little bit of that yellowish tint. Okay, I think we did most of them. And this one doesn't work. Doesn't matter which way it goes. It's like a tile. Spanish ceramic tiles. They're really famous for their hand-painted tiles. Okay, be careful with this one. It has a little word here. Don't miss it, because then you can put it upside down. It goes this way. Okay, we have our 6 pockets. Let's see where we're putting them. So I'll put this one here. And this one here. And this one here. And okay, there's pink here. Pink, okay, I think that's okay. I kind of like it like that because I only have one green. That's all I had left. I'm going to put it in the center, but I'm going to leave equal space around the edge. And I'll show it to you in a second, what I mean by equal space. Okay. So over here, I didn't put it all the way to the bottom. Since I centered it here, there is like a 1/16 of an inch still showing from the green here and the pink here. So I left a 1/16 of an inch showing on the bottom as well. See? So that it'll have equal border around the pocket. And this way is just symmetrical, you know, it gives it a nice look. And a couple more. This one here. Two more. And last one. Look how pretty it is. I think it's so pretty. The color blocking. Okay. All right, so for these pockets, you wonder what we're going to put in there. So in the collection, we have all the months, and I opted to leave them like that. I did not reglue it on something. You know, in the beginning, I was contemplating which side I will use, and then I'm thinking, why do I have to decide on a side? Just going to make a pocket, and it can fit right in there. Okay, so we're just going to put, we have 6 pockets. We can put 2 each in those pockets like that. Okay. October, November, December, you can arrange it any way you like. Put it any side you want. But this is basically what I want to put there. Like that. Okay, so for these pockets, that's what we're putting in. And then you can take it out, you can journal here, you can circle important dates. So if you want to remember everybody that has their birthday in June, for example, then you write it down here. Or if you want to remember important dates, just put it down. And I think it's kind of cute to just do it this way. So, okay, so this is these pages. Now, let's see what we're doing. We have 4 sections here to still do. And I don't think I prepared enough for all of them. I think I prepared enough for 2. So for 2, we're going to put white and do a pocket. Oh, I did prepare. Hold on. This goes like that. And put this way. This goes like that. And this will go here maybe. Like that. This will be a pocket like this. Okay, that's my arrangement. Okay. So I have those strips. They are 1 1/8 by 5 and 5/8, 5 4/4, 5 3/4, 4/4, 5 3/4. And I'll put them like that. So I put one here. And it's the same one on the other side. Symmetrical, so I'll put the green border on the outside. Okay. Then I have the white. And these whites are 4 by 5 3/4. No, these are 4 1/2 by 5 3/4. So this is F5, F6. Okay. And put one here and one here. Okay. Got a little stain on here, but it's okay. I can always put some embellishment on it and cover it up. And a flat pocket. So the flat pockets are F7. They're 2 3/4 by 6. And they're going to go on the bottom, all the way to the bottom. Just make sure that it's not interrupting any movement here. It's okay. Maybe a little bit. Should make it a little bit shorter, just a smidgen. Okay. So this is going to go over F7. 2 1/2 by 5 3/4. And the solid color is 2.5 by 5 3/4. Right? Nope. It's 3 by 5 3/4. It's 3 by 5 3/4. Okay. So these actually go over F2 and F3. 3 by 5 3/4. 2. Yeah. Right? Because this is F2 and F3. Okay. But I wrote it over F7. I think oops. I'm talking and I put the glue where I shouldn't put the glue. It's a flat pocket. So these solid ones will be F7 also, even though they're on top of F2 and F3. I am talking too much. Okay. And this is F7 over the flat pocket. Okay, and I'm just going to put something here to cover that boo-boo here because I have a little bit of ink that went over here. And let's see what we're going to put there. How about it's a little too big. A little too big. So let's see something smaller. Oh, I have this, but it's really, can't really tell what it is. I don't like that one. Okay. Oh, this one. Thank you. For you. Woohoo. Okay, I like this one. Make sure you put it all the way to the corners or the corners will start coming up. Okay. You know, if you want, you can put those edges here for the photographs, you know. How about that? Instead of wasting these, and we can just put it there. How about that? Let's see. I'll just glue the edges. These are the corners that I cut from the pockets. All right. Okay, Renelle to say thank you for your album tomorrow. You're welcome, honey. Bye, Renelle. You're very welcome. Okay. So Renelle was crocheting over 100 small flowers to her friend between yesterday and today. Oh, I used to crochet. I used to crochet. I remember those days. And you know, I had this project in my head to do flowers, and I never got around to it. Crocheted a lot of different things, but I could never bring myself to crochet so many flowers. Oh my God. That's crazy. So question is, do we do just 2 corners or 4? I'm going to leave it to you to decide. I don't know. Hi, Penny. Thank you for the hearts. Okay. So that's this page. It's kind of hefty. There's a lot going on in here. I really should do a belly band to close it. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do a belly band, but I'm going to add a piece of ribbon to this page so that we can close it. Because it's a little... And ribbon. What color should we do? Should we do a green? How about the green? Let's see. Okay, so this piece is 34 inches. This is my middle part. Let me see where my middle is, and I'm going to start at the back and put it in the middle. And it'll tie like that. Just very simple. Okay. Okay. And let's do section G.